Welcome in, Wiffle Ball fans, to the second playoff game of the 2020 Fox Lake Wiffle Ball Tournament between the 2-seeded Claw and the 1-seeded Apes. It was destined to be a good one, but it's going to look even better here as it's going to be a wet one, as there is rain in the forecast for the first time in the 7-year history of the tournament, as Alex Haas is currently at the plate leading off for DeClaw. As you can see, those wind gusts come across the field. Wind gust of up to 26 miles an hour as Alex Haas gets hit. As you can see the weather report on the screen right now, it's 77 degrees, 14 mile an hour wind, but it's been measured up to 26 miles an hour. And there is thunder in the vicinity, so we're keeping a close eye on that in case we need to call it. Let's take a peek at the playoff bracket to see how the teams got here. As you can see, the Claw won against the Bandits in a forfeit, and the Apes are here because of the bye. As Isaiah T-Meyer's up at the plate, the 2-hitter for DeClaw, currently probably their best hitter so far, but he strikes out there. He's facing Apes ace Mark Ogden, who in pool play pitched only 2 innings, but got 6 strikeouts, didn't allow a single hitter walk, 3 up, 3 down. Alex Haas back to the plate, as he's going to look at one down in the bottom corner. He is probably the Claw's best career hitter, although he hasn't really proven it this year, as that one looks like it got up and got him in the hands, and it did, and he will take the short walk down to first base, and that'll put him on first and second here for dangerous hitter Isaiah T-Meyer. He's one of those underrated guys. You're focusing your attention on Haas, and then T-Meyer comes to the plate and makes you pay. We've got 2 of those this game. We've got Isaiah on the Claw and Tanner on the Apes. Both guys good hitters, but they're overshadowed by better teammates. As T-Meyer will take that one inside for ball 4, I believe. Yes, it is ball 4, as he will finally take the walk down to first, loading up the bases for Alex Haas. And that one will sting Haas on his leg and walk in a run. Bring in Isaiah T-Meyer back up to the plate with the same situation. Bases loaded. As if you can see, folks, the rain is starting to pour here, as that is bad news for the Apes because Mark Ogden has to go to work in an hour. So the Apes are trying to play a little speed game here, while the rain is hurting them, and as it looks like Mark Ogden cannot find the zone. They're going to call a rain delay here, folks. So we're going to go to the first ever rain delay in Fox Lake Wiffle Ball Tournament history. As you can see here from this camera shot out in the outfield, they're trying to get the camera put away and everything. Just very tough. So we will see you back here when play resumes. It is 1-0 Claw currently at the moment. Isaiah T-Meyer at the plate. It'll be interesting to see how the rain pans out and if the Apes can get back on the field before their teammate has to go to work. As folks, we are back here after a rain delay. You can just see how wet the field is. You can see the clouds in the sky. We're going to keep you here on the behind the plate view while we get the camera reset up in the outfield. We want to be safe and make sure all our players and fans are safe, so we're taking every precaution we can. As that'll bring Alex Haas back up to the plate, looking to do some damage here with bases loaded. As you can see those clouds, it looks like we have another cell moving in, so the Apes here trying to play a speed game. And the rain is still coming down, as you can see on this camera view, as Alex Haas rips one into left field. Tanner Peterson will get the out at third base, but that will still score a run, as that will be the second out of the inning. As folks, I don't know if you could hear that, but umpire Kyler Stork said after this inning we will be going to another rain delay as the rain is pouring down. The Apes have chosen to keep playing until they get the third out of the inning. They're on a time constraint, so they need it here as Mark Ogden gets out to an early pitcher's count here against Isaiah Tiemeyer. As Tiemeyer will strike out to end the inning, as you can see that cell coming across the top right part of your screen. That cell is going to be what's going to send us to another rain delay. So the second ever rain delay and the second this game in tournament history. We will be right back here when the action resumes. And it'll be the bottom of the first. Apes coming to the plate. We are back here. As you can see, the field is soaked. The Claw pitcher, Alex Haas, has took his rightful place on the mound. He is by far their ace, although the Claw might be the only team with two aces, as they have Nick Everett, who's playing the field. He's being DH'd for by Isaiah Tiemeyer. And leading off for the Apes will be their main leadoff man, Mark Ogden. He has led off every game he has played for the Apes, as he is looking to retake the lead here, but the Apes, remember, on a time constraint, so can they play their usual game of just keep walking and have Mark hit a home run? We'll see there as Mark rips one down the left field line. He is going to be out on the quick play by Nick Everett there. He's on the Gold Glove watch list, although he's also on the Cy Young watch list with those skills. That'll bring Tanner Peterson to the plate, currently leading the league in walks. He really carried his team in the pool play since Mark Ogden also had to work during pool play. So we'll see if Tanner here can carry over some of that momentum from pool play into postseason. But he's facing a tough pitcher in the form of Alex Haas. Peterson gets one lobbed in, but he will take the foreshore walk and keep the bat on his shoulder, bringing up his teammate Mark Ogden. And here comes the pitch from Haas to Ogden. Ooh! That one finds its way in the strike zone for the second out of the inning. And that one did get him on the shoe. That's going to walk him down to first base here. So we've got a runner on first and second here with 2 outs for Mark Ogden of the Apes. He could potentially do a little damage on the scoreboard with one swing of the bat, but he will just take a walk instead. That brings Tanner Peterson up to the plate here with the bases loaded, looking to put the Apes' first run on the board. As that one lands on the wrong side of him and will bring in the first run for the Apes. It'll be 3-1 here as Mark Ogden comes back up to the plate. As that'll walk in another run, as it'll be 3-2 here, as it looks like we have a pitching change for DeClaw. Nick Everett is making his pitching debut in his first game of the 2020 season. Here are some of Everett's stats from last year, his rookie season in the FLT, in which he won Rookie of the Year. The first batter he will face will be Tanner Peterson. And Tanner is coming to the plate batting right-handed for the first time in his career, as the now switch hitter will draw a walk to tie up the game here, bringing up Mark Ogden, still 2 outs, so the clock can still get out of it tied. However, that will not be the case as Mark Ogden wears that one and brings in a run to give his team the lead. And Tanner will extend that lead. It'll be 5-3 here. Still 2 outs for Mark Ogden. As Ogden lines one out off the net, going to fall right by second base. The throw to the pitcher will not be in time, as a ball hit right at second base will not turn into an out. It'll turn into a single for Ogden, and that'll just push everyone 1 base forward, as it'll be 6-3. as the righty Peterson chops at one, looking like it's going to be foul. Oh, it's going to come back fair, and that will end that inning. It's going to go 6-3 here to the top of inning number 2. Claw coming back. Apes, remember, on a time constraint, so they're hoping to get through this inning fast. As Alex Haas will be the leadoff hitter here against Mark Ogden, as he is in a 3-0 count and a 4-0 count. The Apes are trying to play this game fast. I guess you could say a 4-0 walk's the fastest way to walk someone. And there's another walk to T. Meyer as the tying run is now at the plate after just 2 batters. And the bases are now loaded. They can take the lead here with 1 swing of the bat from Isaiah T. Meyer. But Isaiah will just add 1 to his team's total and make it 4-6. As Alex Haas coming up, still no outs. And another walk. This one's getting embarrassing. And on 6 straight walks, Mark Ogden will give the Claw 3 runs and tie up the game. However, Mark bounces back here to get the first out of the inning for his team. Still bases loaded, and now just 1 out. Uh-oh, has Mark Ogden found his groove? That is back-to-back punch-outs here. 2 outs, Alex Haas coming to the plate. But he cannot make it 3 in a row, and that will give the Claw the lead. And that one will end the half of the inning. It'll be 7-6. Apes coming to the plate, would like to get the lead so they can win the game in the top of the 3rd, but we will see what the Apes bats can do. Mark Ogden gets hung 1, but he will lay off and take the for sure base as he will take the walk. As did he go? Yes, he did. That'll be the first out of the inning here. So 1 on, 1 out here for Mark Ogden. And that'll be ball 4. Put him on first and second. Both runners are Mark Ogden. As that'll be ball 4, loading up the bases. As that one will tie the game as Mark Ogden walks in a run. It'll be 7-7. And it'll be 8-7. The Apes now have the lead. So that means they can end the game in the top of the 3rd with some good pitching from Mark Ogden. And speaking of Mark Ogden, he's going to strike out there for the 2nd out of the inning, bringing Tanner Peterson back up to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. as Peterson takes the hanger deep for the grand slam. That'll give the Apes 4 runs and give them a 5-run lead here. They don't need the best pitching from Ogden now to win it in the top of the third. But the time is ticking. Ogden has to go to work in about 10 minutes, and it's a 10-minute drive, so we'll see here. The Apes need to hustle along. As on the third pitch in a row, Mark Ogden swings about 5 minutes early, and he will strike out. That will take us to the top of inning number 3. Apes need 3 outs before the Claws score 5 runs to get it, although we all know the time constraint here. Mark Ogden, he's got to work right about now, so hopefully he can get 3 outs fast for the Apes, but the Claw, they want to get on him fast and get Peterson in the game. Not the start Ogden was looking for, as that'll put a man on first base. And that'll be the first out of the inning. 2 more and the Apes will win it, but the Claw just need to get 5 runs here, which is doable. That's not going to help the Apes' cause, though, as that'll put a man on first and second now, with Isaiah Tiemeyer back up to the plate. As Ogden doesn't even hit the goal or strike zone and will load up the bases, the Claw, they know they can win this one, or at least send it into extra innings. And there is the second out of the inning, as the Apes have some life here with a 5-run lead, only needing 1 out. As Tiemeyer will draw the walk. That may not seem important, however it is, because now that brings the tying run to the plate here with 2 outs. One thing the Apes needed to avoid this inning. As Alex Haas will make it 12-9, moving that tying run to first base and now bringing the leading run to the plate. Tiemeyer was fought back from 0-2 to bring it full. He will draw the full count walk, and that will chase Ogden from the game. The tying run moves to second base, as that will bring in a run, making it 12-10. And as we said, that will chase Ogden from the game. That'll bring Tanner Peterson in as the pitcher for the Apes, and that'll put emergency player Kelly Collins behind him in the field, as you can see here on the Apes defensive lineup. Tanner Peterson, the pitcher here, a little shaky day yesterday. He finished pool play strong, but afterward had to leave the tournament due to severe dehydration. He has been chugging the Pedialyte all last night and this morning, so we'll see how long he can stay in the game and if that will affect him much. Peterson, of course, does not throw as hard as Ogden, but you'll see his stats from pool play earlier. He faced off against the Diesels and Bandits pitching-wise. He got to pitch a little against Houdat, but not enough to make a dent in the statistics. Peterson also has a noticeably slower pace of play than Mark Ogden, quite possibly the slowest pace of play in the tournament, so we'll see how that affects the tempo of the game and the tempo of the Claw. Doesn't affect the first batter, Alex Haas, as he will draw the walk to bring his team within 1 run. For Isaiah Tiemeyer, who easily has a chance to tie this ball game up with a walk. And he will do just that, taking the walk, making it 12-12. We will at least go to the bottom of the third, and that will take Mark Ogden out of the win column and put a blown save on the resume of Tanner Peterson. Alex Haas now has a chance to give his team the lead, something he'd love to have going back onto the mound next inning. 0-2 pitch here from Peterson to Haas. And the riser will get Haas, and it is 12-12 going into the bottom of inning number 3. The Apes just need to plate 1 to win the game. Peterson and Collins are couple goals, but can they be wiffle ball goals, especially against the dominant Alex Haas on the mound? As Tanner Peterson will be the leadoff hitter here. He's already found himself in an 0-2 count, and he will just look at strike 3 down the middle, which will bring up Kelly Collins making her FLT postseason debut. She played for the Apes in pool play in 2 games as the emergency player. She didn't get a hit, but she drew a ton of walks and helped the Apes earn the 1 seed. As she will draw 1 there, giving the winning run a place on first base for Tanner Peterson. Still a long way to get that runner from first to home. And Peterson's going to hit one out by second base as Everett will step on second, call it a fielder's choice. 2 outs now with Kelly Collins back at the plate. As that one's going to hit, her hands might have been over the plate. It was a 3-0 count, though, so I don't think it mattered much. That will put them on first and second here for Tanner Peterson. This will for sure be his last at-bat of the inning. As Peterson finds himself in a full count, he'd love to get out of this jam with a walk. But he sends it deep into deep right field for a home run. That's going to walk it off. The Apes are going to win it 15-12 as Tanner and Kelly find a way to score 3 runs off of Alex Haas. And the Apes will move on to play the winner of the Titans region. What a finish here. We're going to send it down to my good friend Adam Willie, who is with the player of the game, which you already know who it is. So take it away, Adam.
Welcome back. We are here at FLTV with player of the game, Tanner Peterson, who just hit a walk-off 3-run home run to send the Apes to the next round. Tanner, how did it feel to hit 2 home runs, a walk-off, and a grand slam earlier in the game?
Well, I'd have to check the stat book, but I believe that's 2 more home runs than Mark Ogden hit. So, just, we have our pitcher, but we have our hitter now, so we're good. That was a must-win. Mark, he has work that he couldn't take off for some reason. He had to leave mid-game, and I came in, gave up a couple runs, and, I thought it was over. No offense to Kelly, but again, she proved the Carolina Blue looks good on her, drawing walks all day long, and, she did exactly what I told her to do, which worked, and trust her at the plate, and that was good, Hopefully we'll have Mark back for the next one. Can't wait to tell him, because I guarantee he thought we were going to lose.
Now, going into that final inning there, at the bottom of the third inning, you guys were tie game, you guys were looking to do something. What was your plan going into that half inning?
Well, our plan all game has been to walk. Kelly's a righty, but I told her to get in that left-handed box and crowd the line. We knew we had to score, especially when the pitches were coming in soft. I told Kelly, bat however you want. What they didn't know is I'm absolutely about to throw up. So Kelly was coming in to pitch the 4th, so we knew we had to score. I'm sure Kelly would have shut him down on the mound, but we needed to score, and luckily we did.
Hi, this has been our post-game interview with player of the game, Tanner Peterson. It's been FLTV, Adam Willie, signing off.
All right, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, have fun.